How you doing? Welcome back to another Commercial Trucking Chronicles. I'm Swizzy, the host, and I'm back with another video for you. Saturday. I know I look like I'm in uniform. I just wore this because it's getting dark outside, and I take the dog for a walk. I came in the truck, warm up, truck, and run take a ride to the store. But yeah, Friday. I mean Saturday's a Friday. Saturday. Um, I just heard that there's been another unaliving of a protester. Shocking as that is, and that may sound to every one of us, I want to say something before I get into that. Release the Epstein files, okay? We still want to know about that. Now, everything else that's going on right now, all the civil unrest, the protests, uh, the unfortunate, the tragic, unfortunate tragedy of another U.S. citizen um, who was involved in the protests has lost their life. A peaceful protest. Um, I don't doubt that, and I want to say hypothetically, allegedly, and or whatever that this person, it isn't hypothetically, he did have a firearm on. I don't know if they were legal to carry. That's probably going to come out, and I don't know that. I didn't. I you know, I want to say it didn't. What I saw didn't look any. It didn't. It didn't. It didn't send. It wasn't given any hostile on his part. It wasn't given any hostile or hostility towards any of the agents that were working, the federal agents that were there, and so I want to say if he was at the protest and legally carrying because he was going to make sure that with all those people that he would be safe, and of course someone else or anyone else that might have needed to kind of be protected in the event somebody did something outlandish, right? um, so showing up at a peaceful protest, licensed to carry, and then carrying, uh, I don't see anything wrong with that. That's not that did, but that doesn't that 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 doesn't give anyone the right to take and unalive that person. Um, people can show up at these large gatherings and do horrendous things to the crowd. So we saw that down on Bourbon Street, I think, in Louisiana, and that wasn't a protest. I think that was just it was a large gathering. It was I don't think it was a Mardi Gras, but it was a large gathering, and in places like in those type of gatherings, man, people be having firearms. People be having their protection on them, you know. And so, they gotta show better footage to be able to, convince me that he reached for his firearm. I know, the other lady or other people that were also involved. They were getting pepper sprayed. They were being maced and stuff and whatnot. And so, it's unfortunate. That's where That's what really bothers me about this. And there's always something that's bothering me. I guess I get bothered by everything, but I'm not numb to this stuff, and that's the thing. You know, we can't be. You can't. No one should feel like, oh, I'm numb to seeing this type of violence. No, I'm not. I don't want to see that. You know, uh, not so much from a standpoint that it's, oh, you scared, you have fear, because violence has to be met, with the right approach, because people do they take things too far. So that's why you're taught to defend yourself, personal training. So someone is going a violent manner towards you and stuff. Hey, I get it. You know what I'm saying? You took them down. You see? So, and then later that could be proven. It has to be proven. But if the proof is there, the proof is there. Especially if there are witnesses. And when you're in a room full of people, or or in a stadium full of people, the whole, everybody's out there. Everybody got their cameras going and stuff. There should be enough